Hi everyone, I'm Ashley Spratt. I'm a wife, a mom, employee, student, entrepreneur. By a show of hands, how many of us hate being sick? Raise your hand again if when you're sick, you do anything to try and feel better as soon as possible. Me too. I have 2 small children, so germs are inevitable in my house. I can't stop myself or my children from getting sick, but I can try my hardest to make their immune system the best it can be. My product is meant to do just that, an easy, accessible way for adults and children ages 1 and up to consume nutrients. My business is called Spratt's All Naturals. My product is elderberry syrup. What is an elderberry? An elderberry is a dark berry that comes from a European elder tree. Elderberry is used for many reasons, but especially for its antioxidant activity, ability to boost immunity systems, coughs, cold, flu, bacterial, and viral infections. It's difficult for holistic remedies to be recognized, but elderberry has been. Here are some examples. Dr. Albert Gross, Chief Medical Officer of St. David's South Medical Center, stated in an interview that elderberry in particular has been the subject of a number of studies recently that shows that it can actually decrease the duration of symptoms of the influenza virus. WebMD states on their website, taking a product that contains elderberry juice and echinacea also seemed to relieve symptoms and reduce the length of time the flu lasts. It has also been proven in other studies, as well as WebMD recognizing that it's been compared to the prescription drug Tamiflu. Unfortunately, raw elderberries are not safe for consumption raw, so it's not something that you can just pick up from the grocery store. The berry needs to be cooked thoroughly in order to be safely consumed. One of the easiest way to get these great benefits is to make a syrup. The syrup consists of elderberries and other immune-boosting ingredients to make a tasty, thick liquid. The liquid is packed with many nutrients that the daily dose for an adult is 1 tablespoon and for a child 1 teaspoon. It isn't easy to consume immune-boosting foods, which is why adults and children turn to supplements and other resources for concentrated nutrients. My product is just that, a single dose that adults and children love the taste of. Why my product over commercial products? My product is locally made. My product is made right here in DuPage County. My product contains local raw honey that's purchased right here in DuPage County. Commercially made elderberry syrup does not contain raw honey, so it does not have those benefits. Raw honey has antibacterial and antifungal properties, which are great when you're fighting any type of virus. My product does not contain fillers, preservatives, or added sugars, which some of the other competitors have. A lot of the other competitors have fructose listed as a main ingredient, which is counterproductive when you're trying to fight a virus. My product does not need extra additives because it's flavorful on its own. My pricing is a huge cost savings from commercial products. My product is a 16-ounce bottle that costs $26. Commercially made products for the same 16-ounce would be roughly about $40. Where can you buy my product? My product is ordered directly from my website. It is bought and paid for prior to being picked up. I have partnered with a local certified kitchen right here where pickup is available during business hours, making it convenient for the working adult and parent. I'm also in talks of having other local pickup options scattered throughout DuPage and Cook County. What I've done to make this happen is a lot of things. I've completed a ServSafe Food Protectors Management course, which means I can operate by myself in any certified kitchen in Illinois. I've been working closely with the DuPage County Health Department for months to make sure I've met all legal requirements to sell my syrup. My paperwork has been submitted and I've currently created an LLC. I have an insurance policy ready to go to make sure my business is properly insured. I have a graphic and web designer that are designing my website, social media page, and product label. Another main component is what I've done differently is that I have had lab tests done on my product. My product has been checked for pH level, water acidity, yeast, and mold. And that is something that I would like to continue to improve on and get further testing so I can determine the longevity of my product. When I'm awarded this prize money, I intend to use it to grow my product. I've already invested a couple $1,000s in my own money, and I would like to use additional money to get more testing done. I would like it if I can make it to the wholesale market, but to make it in the wholesale market, it does require expensive testing to make sure that the product is safe and that the shelf life is suitable for that market. In closing, let me ask you again, how many of us don't like being sick? Please raise your hand. Raise your hand again if you do anything to boost your immune system. Please support me in helping me bring my product to the community so I can make a difference.
Ashley, I've got 2 questions for you. The first one is, how long does a 20-ounce, you said 20-ounce bottle?
16 ounce.
Oh, 16-ounce, I'm sorry. How long does that last one person?
So it depends if you're an adult or a child and if you're sick. The maintenance dose is 1 dose a day. For an adult is 1 tablespoon, and for a child is a teaspoon. You'd get 96 teaspoons out of a jar or 32 tablespoons out of a jar. It has been recommended that if you are sick, you can take it up to 4 times a day. So then it obviously wouldn't last you as long.
Perfect, awesome. And then my second question is, how did you get to the pricing that you did when your product seems to have a lot more natural benefits than the competitors, but it's significantly less expensive? And so I'm wondering maybe what the thought process was behind there, and if there's a reason you picked the $26 price point as opposed to boosting it up a little bit.
I've actually gotten that question a lot. And to be honest, I was never really in this to quit my job and to create a business. I was actually purchasing the product. It's a topic of conversation amongst us moms, or, oh, whose kid's sick now? You know, you can't go out on that play date because of one of the kids are sick. So I was actually purchasing it. I was purchasing a product similar, and she was selling it to me for about $55. And at the time, it was just something my husband and I couldn't feasibly afford. So at the beginning, I wasn't really in it to make all that much money, and I was making it out of my home for family and friends, so that's what I charged them. But getting into this process and realizing all of the extra costs that I've had, that is something that I can revisit it, but I feel that my pricing is a fair price.
Perfect, thank you.
Ashley, you said you've been working with the DuPage County authorities to make sure you meet all the requirements. Do you currently meet all the requirements?
I do,
okay,
yes.
Thank you.
All they're waiting for is my graphic designer. I've been a little picky on my label, so we've been trying to get my product just right before. But yes, everything is approved.
Mention a lot of local sourcing of the material that's going into it. So as you start to think about scaling and volume increasing, you feel like you have local supply chains that will be able to keep kind of delivering on that promise?
I do. I buy dried berries actually wholesale. They do have a limit, but it's 50 pounds a week, which is a lot of berries. I can get a lot of juice out of that, and I've actually partnered with a local farm on the honey. And when I was producing it prior, I was buying about 10 gallons at a time. Okay. So they have met my demands for everything, and they have their own bees on site, so it's worked out really well so far.
Thank you.
And I actually, I did bring a sample, and you guys have little cups in front of you if you guys do want to taste it. I'd be happy to share that.
Ashley, any plans to go into retail establishments or
Yes.
farmers markets?
Yes. So my product is a TCS, so it's a temperature control, so it has to be refrigerated. Farmers markets I can do as long as I have, refrigeration or cooler. I've been working closely with the wholesale part. That is a different, DuPage County has different health departments. One is for wholesale and the other is direct to consumer. So I've actually been working with both of them on that. There are more requirements to go wholesale, but my end goal, I believe, my product is a perfect product for Whole Foods, Fruitful Yield. I really think I would make a great fit for that.
Let's give Ashley a hand.